I know, it's absolutely tranquil, isn't it? Amazing, but truth is, things are pretty hectic. We've got a lot to do. And this morning, I got to meet with my architects and general contractors to continue to move this project forward. So one of the things that we had talked about from the beginning is the bridges coming in. I mean, they're kind of a little bit of a hard thing because you got to be in code, you know, it's got to be handicapped accessible, and also it's got to, you know, look cool and all that other stuff. Obviously the bridges like go from here across over to where that piece of equipment is right here. We're trying to originally think if we maybe made a little bit of a curve. I thought it was kind of cool. Now you can only go 1 inch per foot per handicap laws, but the problem is if we curve it too much, we might have a problem with the door. So I think we're going to actually go with a flat bridge and actually attach right to here and then attach over there. And I think that's going to just work out well. It's going to be cool because the bridges are, you know, obviously they're the entryway into everything where you can look at the fish, you know, the beautiful waterfall. So our architect is going to be working on construction drawings here for the bridge. We'll get construction on that and hopefully get these installed in the next few weeks. Be really good. In the meantime, we're still finishing the facade here. They're obviously sheathing all of the facade. We've got this last piece is really all that they have left to do, which is not really that much. And then they're pretty much done. The next step on the front of the building is actually the glazing or the glass, right? They come out, they measure it, which is going to happen next week. And then it takes about 4 weeks for them to actually get it in, and then they schedule come in. So we're probably 5, maybe 6 weeks away from that being done. And then once the windows are done, they come and actually put the actual outer part. So we see the color. And then literally the front of the building is all but done. So we're looking at probably about 6, 7 weeks from now before the entire front of the building is going to be completely done, with the exception of lights and stuff like that. And then now we're talking about all the stuff on the inside. I mean, that's where we have to really get going, is that we had all our energy going towards the outside of the building. Now we have to move that same energy into the inside of the building. First thing we have to do is trench floors, get foundation, get electrical started, get plumbing started, get HVAC started. We've got the roof that's being insulated. So there's a lot of moving parts that have to happen. Once all that stuff is getting and going, we can actually start building exhibits in here, which is hopefully going to happen in the next month as well. So a lot is still on the docket, but boy, once this thing starts rolling, just like you saw with the pond, it rolls quick and it's going to be absolutely incredible. I was coming across the street to get back to work and I run into Sid in the parking lot. What are you doing with Sid?
Oh, we're just going to go to the hardware store to get
some
zip
he did a
ties.
zoo to you. How did that go?
Really good. She did really, really good.
Gosh.
You wanted the hardware store open?
Yeah, just to get some zip ties.
Never know what you're going to see in Utica.
Oh, come on. All the way around the building. Alright. Where is this door at? Oh my... Where is the hardware store? This is Doc's Appliance Service. It's not Ace Hardware.
Well, Jay takes little Sid over to the hardware store on his little adventure with the Porcupine. You know, I've been spending so much time across the street with the pond and all the other builds. I haven't had a chance to just kind of hang out with my animals, you know. So today I wanted to just kind of see what's going on. And obviously Ivy is just looking amazing. Up on land, Ariana is looking thick as could be. So she's going to have babies anytime. Don't know if they're going to be good babies or bad babies, but hey, she's going to have something. That's going to be pretty cool. And she's in shed. It's probably a pre-lay shed, essentially what it is. Now the problem is I'm not sure how long after the shed she would have the babies, but baby anacondas are coming. And hopefully they're going to do well. Like I said, this is my happy place, right? You know, I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast across the street, seeing the vision come through, the dream come through and stuff like that. I mean, look at how good Heinz is looking. I mean, just absolutely an amazing animal. Hi, buddy. What's going on? Of course, it got the little tortoise down here. Again, you know, this place is so magical to me. It was kind of interesting because I haven't been able to really be here during open hours because of my immunity and stuff like that. But actually, last weekend I came here when it was open and spent like just about a half hour. And it was so amazing to me. I mean, look at Jeffrey. Look at how beautiful he's. As a matter of fact, we've got, of course, Penelope down at BHB, and we were messing with her earlier today. Yeah, she's a hypo Burmese python. So we've got a bunch of Burmese pythons that are great animal ambassadors. I always say when it comes to reticulated pythons, when people think that they don't like height to their cages, I mean, look at Perdita perched up at the top here, looking absolutely incredible. And so many of our retics do that. You know, they hang out at the top. Black-headed pythons are looking good. Look at Brillo. Hey, nobody. I tell you, don't, let's,
should we censor bar it?
Yeah, let's censor bar that, because that is, I don't know what he's doing sleeping like that. Again, another retic, you know, this is Sunfire, but I mean, take a look at her just hanging out. This is a pretty good-sized reticulated python, but she's just hanging out on the branch, just kind of being like, I mean, look at the color of that animal. Salt and pepper. That's my next project. Actually, this week coming up is the project to try to get this tank actually filled. Now, basically what we're gonna have to do, I think I told you guys, is that we have to reinforce the bottom here. So this is like wood that's kind of rotted out because it's not supposed to get wet, and it's never supposed to get wet, but it did get wet. Now the wood. So we have to reinforce this. Now we're gonna come back with an epoxy that is like a marine epoxy for boats. Seal that back seam right there. So again, we're gonna have to pull away this wall, this universal rock wall, and actually seal that, and then we should be good. So this week we're gonna try to get Salt and Pepper's tank back going. It's been so tied up with across the street with the pond and with everything going on there hasn't been an opportunity. Look at Al. I mean, every time I walk past Al Machino, I just get like, oh my gosh, that is one of the most beautiful reticulated pythons in the world. So again, you know, I love being next door. I'm gonna be next door a lot. We have a lot of builds that we have to do over the next 6 months or so, 5-6 months to get ready to open, hopefully in December. Speaking of something that I'm pretty excited about, I want to share with you guys. Obviously, you guys may remember Animal Con is coming up. About 2 months from tomorrow, I believe it is, Animal Con USA is happening down in Orlando, Florida. So all your favorite animal creators, you love Chandler, you love Dingo, you love the real Tarzan, Jay, Prehistoric, whatever it is. There's about 130 to 150 creators coming from all over the world down to Orlando that you can meet, you know, meet and greets. There's going to be panels, there's going to be things to do. It's going to be absolutely incredible. I'm going to put a link in the description to animalconusa.com. Get your tickets. Again, it's September 15th through the 17th in Orlando. You guys don't want to miss this event. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And I'm so thankful that it really looks like I'm going to be able to go to the event. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to go because of my health, but I think I'm going to be able to go. I'm like 99% I'll be there. So come hang out with me, come hang out with everyone. It's going to be an absolute blast.
You got a porcupine. You want to see the porcupine?
Oh, that's
That's
Shelby
Shelby.
Township.
They
don't even know who we are.
Is that a possum?
A possum? No, this is a porcupine.
A porcupine, that's right.
Oh,
He's very
don't be
sweet.
scared, Nancy. It's okay.
Hi.
See? Her name is Sid.
Hi, Sid. Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Super awesome, right?
Yeah.
Tell me where the zip ties are?
I think if you go to like aisle 11 and go straight back to the wall,
Sure.
it's on that back wall.
I mean, there's a lot of fasteners, but I don't see any zip ties. We also asked for white zip ties, which I feel like is very specific. I was wondering if you know where zip ties are?
Upstairs or back wall?
Upstairs back wall.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
This clutch is actually a spider ball python. See what she's got going on here. Kind of wrapped on a little clutch eggs. Not a whole lot of eggs here. But it's actually bred to a Pastavi orange dream. That's a pastel, it's a Mojave, and it's an orange dream. Go ahead, get these eggs in here. Like this, we'll probably candle this one. See how there's a little bit of paper on here? That could actually have mean that the egg has been spun and stuff like that. So we'll candle that one here. And I really like the way the orange dream interacts with the spider. I think that's kind of like the nicest combo. Really produce some really beautiful animals. So again, we have a spider, we have a pastel, we have a Mojave, we have an orange dream, and we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 beautiful eggs.
Feeding Brillo some cockroaches today. Just giving him some enrichment because these guys do run around and they squiggle around a lot. Provide some enrichment for him. And they're juicy and crunchy, so he gets some textural changes. He loves them. He's not good with feeding off tongue, so he likes the lips. Come here. What's that? What's this? Down here. Uh-oh! It's under you. Ah, there it is. Ah, it tickles his feet. He doesn't know what to do. Oh, he's having a ball. Awesome. All right, we'll give you one more, and then we're gonna call it quits. Don't want to overdo it. Get it, get it, get it. But awesome enrichment. This is providing him with a lot of fun right now, and he's getting to utilize his natural behaviors. Oh, here it is. Was that good? Did you like it? Good job. All right, buddy. Time to get you your regular food.
Like us, we're trying to get some zip ties from up here.
Yep.
Utica's new city ambassador. All right, thank you so much. Let's see. I think she probably only needs like 4-inch. That's probably crazy.
I mean, I've seen pet skunks, but never a
Porcupine.
Never a porcupine.
We're the reptiles, dude. Right over,
Oh,
right
okay.
over here.
Or
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's
you
our
can
new.
pet them if you want. It's really
I want to
nice.
know what they feel like. Oh, they're stiff, almost like a skunk.
You ever
I
seen a
had-
porcupine in here?
No.
This is the second largest species of rodent in the world.
And the largest porcupine.
So that's
And the
not
largest
native
porcupine.
to Michigan.
No.
No.
Aww.
There you have it.
That time of day again, gonna collect some ball python eggs. This is actually a Pinspector, which is actually the het for super stripe, and she's actually bred to a Puma ball python. The Puma ball python, of course, is yellow belly and spark. We'll get that female all cleaned up and get her ready. She should be back, no problem. She's got a really beautiful clutch of eggs, and because the Puma is actually an allelic animal, everything is either gonna be spark or yellow belly. So every yellow belly in this could potentially be a super stripe. We could get super stripes, we could get super stripe sparks, and we can also get ivories as well, which will be pretty interesting. Nevertheless, nice clutch of eggs here, nice tiny eggs, 2, 4, 6, 10 eggs. We've had a lot of 10-egg clutches this year. It's been a banger of a year.
Yeah, upstairs in the back.
No, you led us to a person that led us to the place. It's all good.
Yeah.
We also didn't know where they are, so it's no harm, no foul.
Yeah, I know, but I work here. I should know.
Wow, grub killer. Wow, there's the reptarium right there. We literally could have just taken this way right here instead of walking all the way around the building and opening 7 doors. Yeah.
I'm so blessed to have these animals. I think of Nova. Nova was one of our early animals we got for the Reptarium. It was way before we had the Reptarium over at BHB. And we just had a few things. We had Bella, Nova, maybe a frog or something like that. They were all in the offices and they were like, oh yeah, one day these are all going to go over to the Reptarium. We were just thinking about it. And Nova has just been such a big staple of people coming here and being able to hold him. I mean, he's always been a hit. Again, I'm so blessed to be able to be surrounded by the things that I love so much. I mean, Ben and Jerry, another one. I remember when we went down to Dayton, Ohio, picked this guy up. I mean, I was absolutely on cloud 9, and it's been so cool that he's been doing good for so many years. Let's hope and pray that they're around for another 20 years or something like that, because they're incredible. We ended up bringing over the Diamondback Terrapin over here. Follow my finger, hey buddy. Cool, again, turtles are awesome. Diamondback Terrapins are absolutely awesome. Freya is doing really, really good, the albino alligator. For me, sometimes it's just 3 or 4 days away and things just look completely different. I'm like, oh my gosh, I mean, look how big Freya is getting. I mean, yeah, she's gonna be amazing, and again, she's just such a beautiful animal. I love the fact that we have not only Salt now, but we have Freya. Now people can start to handle Freya, which is really good. Overall, it's been absolutely an amazing experience to see the dream starting to come true with the Legasea Aquarium. We have so much more to go, so make sure you like, subscribe, turn your notifications on, because there's going to be so many things happening across the street. It's going to be really exciting, but to be honest with you, there's times where I just like to spend my time here at the Reptarium, because after all, that's what's pushing me to do all this in the meantime, is to be around these amazing animals.
Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.